Are you truly ready? The world is changing beneath our feet faster than most of us can comprehend. We cling to the familiar, to routines, to the illusions of stability, but the sands are shifting. There's a storm brewing, a convergence of events that could alter your life irrevocably. This isn't some distant abstract threat. This is real. This is personal. By 2025, many of us will be unrecognizable, not in the way we hope, but in ways we fear. The complacency, the half-hearted efforts, the unfulfilled potential. It all risks being swallowed by a wave of change we never anticipated. It's time to wake up. It's time to act. The clock is ticking. Welcome back, my friends, to a journey of transformation. Today's message is not about superficial changes. It's about an evolutionary shift. We're not just talking about setting New Year's resolutions. We're talking about a metamorphosis, a complete overhaul of how you approach your existence. We're diving deep into the uncomfortable truth that change is the only constant, and that 2025 could be a turning point. But before we even start, let me warn you, this journey won't be easy. We will be going into the dark parts of our minds to see the problems, and then to light them up. It's not just about motivation or inspiration. It's about equipping yourself with the mindset needed to survive and thrive in a world that doesn't always make sense. To help you navigate this critical transition, we will uncover the steps needed to evolve into the best version of you. In this video, we'll explore the key principles for a dramatic transformation before 2025. This video will be structured into 5 critical chapters, each designed to guide you towards a powerful personal transformation. We'll begin with understanding the urgency of change, then explore how to dismantle old patterns, how to unlock your inner strength, and finally how to create a future that is both powerful and purposeful. We have a lot to unpack, and that is why I urge you to watch all the way to the end, because there will be conclusions that will help to put together the whole picture and will be presented to you at the end. Chapter 1: The Urgency of Transformation. Why now? The world doesn't wait for anyone. It moves relentlessly forward, driven by technological advancements, geopolitical shifts, and the collective evolution of consciousness. To believe that your life is somehow immune to these forces is an act of self-deception. You see, if you are not actively shaping your own narrative, then you are merely a character in someone else's story. Just look around at the events unfolding on a daily basis. Economic instability continues to rise, with record inflation in some countries. The political landscape is a chaotic mess, with heightened tensions everywhere you look. Social structures seem to be unraveling. Look at the headlines from the last month and see the increase in fear, panic, and uncertainty. The war in Ukraine continues with no end in sight, and the Israeli-Palestinian conflict has seen another devastating surge. These are not abstract concepts on news channels. These are events that impact real lives, your life. Look at how the world is changing. Think about the development of artificial intelligence and how fast it has moved in the last year. With AI now being able to write, create art, and even create videos, where does that leave you in a few years? You cannot bury your head in the sand and pretend these changes aren't happening. The time to act is now. This urgency is not intended to instill fear, but to awaken you. It's a call to self-assessment, a challenge to break free from complacency, and to take control of your future before circumstances decide for you. We need to understand the gravity of the current moment, to recognize that the familiar is no longer sufficient, and to cultivate a mindset of proactive change. This is the starting point, the foundation upon which we will build your transformation. Do you feel ready? Chapter 2: Dismantling the Old Self. Breaking free from limitations. Transformation cannot happen if you are still clinging to the past. You must be willing to confront your inner demons, to dismantle limiting beliefs, and to leave behind the personas you have outgrown. Let's start with some basic questions. Have you been telling yourself that you are not good enough? That you are not intelligent, attractive, talented, or capable enough? Those are the stories you have told yourself over the years, and we will have to change that. Because if you continue telling yourself those lies, you will live a life of a lie. We also have to look at the self-destructive behaviors that have sabotaged your progress: procrastination, fear of failure, addiction, and negative thought patterns. These are the chains that bind you to stagnation, and they have to be broken. You may have built your identity on things that are fleeting or temporary. Look at how people create their identity around relationships. This is a big mistake because when the relationship ends, your whole identity comes crashing down. We need to remove those crutches, those things that we have been dependent on, because if we don't do that, then we will never be able to move forward. You must become acutely aware of these self-imposed limitations and develop a strategic plan for dismantling them one by one. You must face your fears, reframe your negative thoughts into positive ones, and let go of the things that no longer serve your growth. This is not a comfortable process, but it's essential for growth. This is where your true strength is forged, and this process requires immense courage, but the end result is worth it. Chapter 3. Unlocking your inner power, tapping into your untapped potential. Once you start dismantling your old self, you open up a new space in your mind for true development. That space can only be filled with a strong mind, with self-reliance and purpose. We will be looking at how to find your purpose and passion, the things that make you feel most alive. If you have been living a life that was not meant for you, it is time to reevaluate. We need to find the unique talents and skills that you possess and develop them to their highest potential. This involves cultivating self-awareness, understanding your strengths and weaknesses, and finding ways to overcome obstacles. Self-awareness is about understanding your deepest desires, your core values, your inner motivations, and then starting to act on them. It's about understanding how you react to stress, your tendencies, and your areas for improvement. You need to make a commitment to yourself to become the best version of you. A big part of this process is also about developing emotional intelligence, which is the ability to understand and manage your own emotions, as well as empathize with others. This is a crucial skill for building strong relationships and also for navigating the complexities of life. We also have to make sure that you are physically healthy. You cannot have a strong mind if your body is weak and tired. We must focus on things that are important, like nutrition, exercise, and enough sleep. Because without those, your development cannot continue. Your journey is about embracing challenges, viewing failures as learning opportunities, and never giving up on your inner dreams. Chapter 4. Creating your future, defining your 2025 vision. With a strong mind and a purpose, it's time to define your goals. What do you want your life to look like in 2025? This requires a clear vision and a strategic plan. You need to start by setting ambitious but realistic goals in all areas of your life. This includes personal development, relationships, career, finances, and health. You need to start with the end in mind. What will success look like for you? How will you feel when you achieve your goals? And then start working backwards to create a plan of action. You also need to stay open to changes. Life doesn't always go according to plan, and you have to be flexible and adapt to changing circumstances. You must be proactive and learn to manage your time wisely, because time is your most valuable asset and you cannot afford to waste it. You also need to become good at networking, building a community of support, and collaborating with like-minded individuals. The world rewards those who are ready to collaborate and help others. By creating a detailed plan, implementing it with discipline and persistence, and adapting it as needed, you will create a future that will be successful, a future that you design. Remember, the power to shape your reality is in your hands. It's time to take action. Chapter 5. The unexpected turn, embracing the unknown. Now this is where the story takes an unexpected turn. The journey of transformation isn't a linear path, and the future you're working towards may not unfold exactly as planned. In fact, you can count on it. It won't. The key is to embrace this uncertainty, because if you do that, you will discover something even more extraordinary. All of the challenges that we have talked about in the previous chapters are merely a preparation for what comes next. We cannot truly understand it, because it is beyond our understanding. This is the ultimate test, the final hurdle. This is where faith is needed, and not just any faith, but a deep and unwavering trust in the process of life. You have to know that the universe is not trying to work against you but for you. This isn't about controlling every outcome. It's about cultivating resilience, adapting to change, and finding meaning and purpose even amidst the unknown. This is where you truly become unrecognizable. The version of you that you thought you were, that you believed that you were, will be transformed into a stronger, more capable, and more powerful individual. This is where you truly step into your authentic self and live a life of purpose, meaning, and joy. This is where you discover that the true power lies in your ability to let go, to trust the process, and to embrace the beauty of the unknown. And there you have it, the path to your unrecognizable self. It won't be easy, but it's a path worth taking. You will face resistance and doubt, but you must hold on to your vision and never give up. Remember, the greatest transformations happen in the face of adversity. The choice is yours. You can choose to stay the same, or you can choose to rise to the challenge and become the best version of you. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that this message has inspired you and motivated you. If you want more information and more inspirational messages, please subscribe and share this video with your friends. Until next time, stay strong and keep believing in yourself. Remember that the real transformation lies in the process, so be patient with yourself. Don't rush this.